Oh, right, Eugene Backyard Bear here for another. We're doing a set of split rims for a TRX 125. We bought tubes, which are behind you. Then you got rims painted. Didn't do a video on that, but they were. This is 85, so they were pretty rusty. Now they're clean. Here's the ring. We don't actually need this ring now, but we're going to put it all back together as we can. Got our hardware, got our tires behind you. I like to tape off them. We went with a little lower profile, just a little narrower than the ones that came on. The ones that came on, hang on a second. I'll bring you over and show you them. They're right there. They were pretty dry rotted. So went with these. They're pretty cheap. I think they're $100 or $110 for a pair. Alright, let's see if we get some I'm looking for something to spray on this tire to get to slide over this rim a little easier. What do I get over here? Some ceramic coating spray. That should do it. Just trying to help it slide over the rim a little easier. Not dropping on my hardware. I picked the right side. No, of course it didn't. I picked the back. Let's pick the side with the valve stem in it. And where is that valve stem facing towards me? Grab a tube. Trying to stay out from the camera. We'll get you zoomed in a little farther. There we go. Got me a set of these tubes. No, they're not the right ones. Blah blah blah. I got the short valve stem. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I know. But they'll work. We're gonna introduce you to the. We're in New York here. New state law came into effect, or coming into effect like January 1st or February 2nd. Anyway, right before spring, that nobody under the age of 14 can operate an ATV. Could you just see your 14-year-old out there on a little 50cc ATV or 110? Could you imagine that? Any 14-year-old I would know would say, I'm not riding that. So that means you're going to take away more business from companies. You're going to make kids stay inside more often because they won't be able to go outside and do anything. I mean, in the country, that's what we do. We ride quads. I don't understand the whole, but it's the city, so the city don't have to have a reasoning. They just do what they want. They pass the laws when you're not around, and we have to abide by them. That's how it is. I get the valve stem through the side of the tire. Problem is, I need the tube to turn a little bit. It won't turn. Alright, maybe I can turn the rim up. There we go. So, anyway, we're not going to rant about laws. Okay. Drop the other half on here. Oh, I'm going to put the O-rings back in this, not because I need the O-rings, but because in case I pop a tube, I can pop this tire off the bead and put a valve stem in it and then make it tubeless. So, I think we'll wipe this off and we'll put a little silicone on it too. Hang on. Alright, there we go. We got a little RTV black on the one side here. I have the O-ring in here, so this is just a try to seal between this edge of the rim, and the edge on the other side, just in case it does have a leak. Of course, I got the tire upside down now because the ring goes on the outside. Oh my God. All right. Ring back in here. I don't know why the ring's on the outside. We could ask ourselves that, but I have no idea. I just know some of them are square holes and some of them are round holes, and that's a square hole, a round hole. That's a square one. I've lined the, I'll show you on the other ring. Hang on, just trying to get these started. Alright. So I lined these square holes up on the rim, or on the ring, with the square hole, on the rim. So the other ones are for the studs. Alright, we'll bring it back when I get these studs all put on, and we can start to add some air to it. Alright, we got all the bolts back in. Make sure these bolts are tight. This is the only thing between you and getting hurt, is these bolts right here. So make sure they're tight. Crank them down, go around, do it again. I think they're 5/16 to 3/8 bolts. They'll take quite a bit of torque before you can actually damage them. Oh, almost pushed the valve stem in. Don't want to do that. Okay, since these are split rims, I'm going to face them sideways. I'd rather have it go off and hit the wall or hit the other wall than hit me. I'm going to get a little air out of the valve stem hole, so. I'm hearing a lot of air for some reason. It's holding pressure. Not popping on the bead yet. Nope, not yet. Almost at the seat pressure. Pretty good on this side. We might let it back out and do it again. Yeah, because we're at pressure to see them. We're gonna let this out. We're gonna do it one more time. This side's not bad. I say the max pressure to see them is 20 psi. I mean, I think the ones over there are saying 30. So, but I'm gonna blow it up. Had one tire blow on me. Helped a fella years ago put the tires on his camper. Well, back years ago, 16.5-inch rims. He didn't know that he had 16-inch tire. I don't know how he got it over the rim. So he couldn't get it to see, couldn't get it to see, couldn't get it to see. Asked me if I could give him a hand. Had it sitting on the table. It hit my arm and blew the tire up 30 feet into and busted the seal and then came back to the ground. Thank God it didn't take my head off. Yeah, that was not a fun day. Of course, it didn't break my arm either, so that was also good. All right, we're gonna find something else to spray on this rim and see if we can get the slide on. There we have it, folks. It's on the rim. Secret was some heat. Best bet is not to leave your tires in the garage in wintertime in New York State when it's 25 degrees outside. Tires were too hard because they were soft. That's why they wouldn't. Too hard because they were soft. Too hard to go on the rims, so I had to soften them. And I used the heat gun to soften up the rubber a little bit, and it went on. Alright, we're going to pause it and bring you back. We're going to get to the next one. Alright, we get the other tire up here. I put the heat gun inside the tire for a couple minutes while I was doing other things. I cleaned off this hardware, and let it heat the tire up a little bit. Spray some WD-40 on the rims. Hopefully this will help get this one on the bead a little easier. I had to put 28 pounds in that last tire to get it on the bead, which is almost 10 above what they recommend. So I don't recommend that you try that, but I was getting this tire on. So if it was by his willingness to do it by itself or me ducking for cover, it was going on. Trying to get the bolts through. Gotta line them up with two sides of the rim and that ring. Anyway, alright, I'll bring it back 1 minute. I'll get these bolts in. Alright, all the bolts are in. Yes, I got the Permatex on between the rims. The carriage bolts, so they go into a square hole on the back side, or even if you put them in the other way. There's still a square hole on this side too, just in the ring. And when they go in, always gotta be one. Always has to be one. Sure. Should have spun into the hole by itself. Come on, go. Get the rest of these totes down. I'll come back into that one. Usually they spin on the backside and then they lock into the square. This one wants to be a pain. It's in. If it wasn't in, it would turn. Huh. Doesn't seem to want to flush up though. Tell you what, I took them off with an impact. Half-inch impact actually. They've been there for a long time. The threads are all sticking out the same, so you want to make sure these are tight. So anything keeping the two halves of the rim from blowing apart. Once you get on the machine, you're okay, because then you'll have 4 more bolts holding it, but until then, that's the only thing holding the rim from blowing apart in your face. Looking for the top of the silicone, but I don't seem to find it. Well, that stinks. Yep. Have no idea what I did with the top. Come on. Alright, back to the tire here. Get some air in this one. Ready to rim down this side. I got it warmer, but me and I like to get it more than that. I already did this once on the rim itself, but I'll bring it back. I think we're going to get a little more heat on this. Let's try again. Sorry the heat gun's running on the ground, but it's got its own thermal shut off, so even once you turn it on and off, it'll sit here running until it cools it down. Then it'll shut off. Hang on a second, trying to push the valve come in. Can't get that. There we go. If I couldn't get the lock in. Trying to pull the valve stem into the tire. That's a new one. Let me shut this off. I'm gonna let this air out and get that valve stem pulled back in. Alright folks, we had failure. Not by me, not by the tire, by the cheap Chinese tube. How you like that? The Chinese tube blew out. Got about 15 pounds in it and it let loose. That happens. You know, we're all guilty of it. We all rather buy our stuff from China, save a couple bucks, and this time they're gonna save a couple bucks. It's gonna cost as much as a good tube. I mean, I'm not sure who makes a good tube anymore, but anyway, so now I have to buy the tube twice. It happens. You can't win every one of them. I got one of them on over here on the ground. There's one of them on. It's on. Pumped up. It's holding. Not saying the tube won't let loose, but you have to run over to the local Tractor Supply and get another tube for this. It actually blew out the tube. Where's the ring? Blew the ring apart. So I don't know if the ring slipped and the tube went between the rim, but it doesn't look like it. It blew out for. If you look at that tube, it blew out from the valve stem all the way over here, so it blew out a good foot. Anyway, we still showed you how to get these split rims put together. If the seal didn't blow, I could probably put a valve stem in this and just pump it back up, but unfortunately the seal blew apart too, so you know, we're kind of stuck. Anyway, you got any information out of this video, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Picture parts, project, funny videos, drift grill, things in nature, screenshots, roadside finds, and all kinds of cool stuff on that. Like I said, that's Eugene's Backyard Repair. One of them has no S, so you have to search it both ways. So you can check them out. Give this a thumbs up if you would, a comment. Like I said, everybody shows all the successful videos. They edit all this stuff out, and I'm not editing it out. It happened. You know, so a tube blew apart. Here's the box. Made in China, right on the side of it. So, you know, try to save a couple dollars. I think it was $20 or $25 for that box, but now I'm gonna have to go over and spend $35 on just one tube. So it cost me, you know, $50 to put the tubes in these tires. But whatever. The rings, just the O-rings. If I was to buy new O-rings to do this right, they were $20 a piece. So you can't. They get you everywhere. So. Anyway, so like I said, give us a thumbs up if you would, please, and we're out of here. Peace. It happens. We got more work to do on this TRX, so we'll get some other videos up of the parts we're putting on it, and this one too over here. All right, we're out of here. Peace. God bless. Y'all right, Eugene's Backyard Repair. We just wanted to pop back in and add this to the end of the video. Both tires are inflated. One. Here's two. They both got about 11 pounds in them. We'll let them out. We just want to leave a little extra in there for the night. But they're both back on the rims. Went over local Tractor Supply and got a, we can't see it on this one, a tube. My son's supposed to bring me another tube. I might swap out this one to one with the metal, the bright tube too. I don't like the ones with the rubber pieces, so I might pop this one back off the rim and change it out. But we didn't give up. We just went and swapped out that tube and got something a little better. All right, we're out of here. Peace.